Where's the rainbow? Yeah. Hare Krishna, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. So some updates from the preaching in China. For the past 2 months actually I was very busy working. We received some Gauranita deities and we had the installation. So since this time my schedule got packed up. I'm the one who does the morning Mangal Arti and the morning worship as well as the evening. On top of that, I started to work much more than I used to. Actually, I reduced it because it was starting to be too much. I was getting sick and everything. So only now am I starting to reduce my working, and my schedule is becoming more light. So concerning the preaching in China, what is the future? So I've been thinking more and more about going outside the city and starting a farm community. There are some challenges. One of them is money. We don't have much money. In the beginning I thought of buying a land, building a temple, but you know, buying land is quite expensive. I talked with His Grace Sunagopal Prabhu about some ideas, and then he suggested that why not rent a place, rent a farm. So I look into that direction, and I started to look online at some farms, and I found some very cheap old farms. So here you can see is this kind of old houses. So the inside of such houses is really old, and it needs to be renovated. The advantage is that it's very cheap. As you can see here, 3,600 yen a year, 720 Singapore dollars. So the goal would be to find a suitable place that is well located near a big city, so it would become worthwhile to renovate the inside. Last week, my wife, our son, and I, we went to the temple and we suggested that idea to the Matajis. So Labanga Mataji, Hamsika Mataji, and Haribhadra Mataji, and they were willing, they were enthusiastic about it. So that's good. So the yatra is starting to come back together slowly. For the past 1 year or more, the preaching has been going down. The yatra has been a bit separated. I live a bit further away from the temple because where the temple is, the rent is very expensive, and I couldn't find any job nearby, so that's why I'm here. So the plan is this: tomorrow we're going there. I'm going to be renting a car. We're going this evening to the temple. Tomorrow early morning, me, my wife, our son, and the 3 Matajis, we're going to be leaving. So there are 3 places we're going to be seeing. Why those 3 places is because there are many such houses next to one another. So we could actually rent a couple of those and renovate them. So one could be the temple where the Matajis are staying also. One could be our personal houses. And in the future, other devotees who would want to come could also do the same thing, rent a house for about 20 years and renovate it, and in this way, you know, be with the devotees. We're going to be seeing the area nearby. There's some beaches down south where we're going to go take a look, and the next morning we're going to be heading back, you know, cooking in the hotel and all. So I'm hoping to bring the yatra together, the Matajis, you know, because there's not much going on at the moment. So I hope that this will kind of strengthen our relationship together, the devotees, the core devotees of China. So we arrived at the temple. We've eaten a little something. Now it's about past 9. We're going to be going to bed soon. Haribhadra Mataji is preparing some bread for tomorrow. So we're now getting ready. It's the morning now. It's 10 past 6. Last minute preparations. The Matajis are finishing cooking prasadam. So we have this big bag here filled with boga to cook during the trip. Our son is still sleeping. He was coughing during the night. So it's going to be a bit tough for him, but he's a tough boy. Normally he doesn't feel so bad when he's sick. the first place. You can see very natural. You can see all the mountains in the background. Very beautiful. So this is it. Many different.
只要看了我们就出去了。等一下那时候你讲来压了，不要现在给您拆解。
哦，好，那很快啊。
还有一些房间还有油啊、水果啊。
The problem is all those ducks. What to do with all of them, you know? So we have arrived to the second place. These are the houses that are there. The paint looks good. The thing is, the whole roof is a mess. This one is a big, huge hole, a huge mess. This one looks in better shape than that one over there with the big hole. So evidently there would be a lot of renovation to be made. These are very, very old houses.对，那肯定。可是你要造那种，这是要自己搞，应该。
不是搞没问题啊，就说，那它有一个地方是外面是一片。
So we arrived at the third place. This house looks a bit better from the outside. 土地是，这个土地也是吗？在这边？
果园也是，果园有2亩多。
哦，2亩多。
围墙里面的是楼房，这不是瓦房。哦，通水通电了。
Well, it's definitely a nice environment. I wish we had that one. 这两个，这里应该，他说2亩差不多到。
哦，这是荔枝树。
这个都是。
这果树是它的。
Haribol, so we're at the hotel. We've all taken Pushana. So we went to see 3 places. None of them were really satisfactory. The Matajis, I don't think they're willing to be putting too much effort into renovating those places. So I'm trying to bring us together because we've been separated since I came back from Henan province when I had tuberculosis. For those of you who are following, I got sick, so I had to find a place which was had a better air. I could not live near them because of the rent, and I could not find a job. But now I'm trying to bring us back together so that we can help one another, you know. So the place I rented is actually a nice place. It's like a beach. It's almost like a resort. It was actually very cheap, this room, less than 300 yuan, $60 Singapore dollars. And why did I rent this place? Because I wanted to show the Matajis that it's near a nice area where the water here is not as polluted as most places in China. And also I wanted to come and see the tourist area. If there was any preaching opportunity, if we could come here and do some bajans on the beach or what. So also I wanted to show, that's it, the Mataji, that it's a nice place, you know, nature, there's a beach and all. Of course that shouldn't be the the motivation to open a temple. We shouldn't be concerned with all these things, but the Matajis are kind of used to some sort of comfort place that they are at. They like that apartment. So I'm trying any means, to try to get the yatra going. It's just sometimes I don't know if I have to go left or right. Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. So it's now the morning of the second day. I'm in the hotel. I'm gonna go add some gas. I'm kind of in between, I'm trying to move the yatra outside the city, but then I see that Labanga Mataji is kind of in and out on that plan. If you don't boil down the material desire all the way until really just the desire to preach remains, it's very hard to know what course to take, because all your material desires will come in the way, your devotional life. At the moment, I don't see anybody else in China that really wants to be pushing the movement. I'm not speaking out of false pride or what, I'm just analyzing the situation. It's such a huge country and there's like more than 1,000 devotees. Of course, the Matajis, they're sincere, but so many people left, there's a lot of trouble that happened in the yatras. Now the core members is really just me, my wife, and them, the 3 Matajis, and now they're in Guangzhou there, and they've got a nice apartment, comfortable situation. Sometimes it's like this, the Lord is making an arrangement which we cannot understand what's happening, and even though you want to be pushing, it doesn't work. And what to speak of us, it happens even with pure devotees. Srila Prabhupada, when he left India, he swore, he said, I will never come back here. He swore it, and look what happened. Krishna brought him back, and so many wonderful things happened. Krishna Balaram Mandir, all of other wonderful preaching, leelas, pastimes that Srila Prabhupada performed in India. And not only this, I was reading letters from Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati. So he said, I wanted to go there, but Krishna kept me here, so what can I do? If the pure devotees also, if their plans sometimes get checked by Krishna, by the Lord, then what about us? So the important is to keep the desire pure. So if it happens even to pure devotees who are in direct contact with Krishna, then what to speak of us? I hope I will get some guidance. I hope I'll know what to do. Hare Krishna.
Determination means that one has to continue with patience and perseverance. I'm not getting the desired result. What is this Krishna consciousness I given? No. Determination. It is a fact, because Krishna is saying this, it must happen. When you are in Krishna consciousness, your perfection is guaranteed. But you will have patience, determination, that I must execute. I should not be impatient. That impatience is due to loss of determination. And how that loss of determination is there? Due to excessive sex life. These are all consequences.
Lokanang hitakarnang dirbhuvane mannang sarannakarang